Suge then rolls up. The Soul Train War is already going on. He pulls up him, Hammer, Tupac, and Rick James from my neighborhood. They pull up. Operations from the bottom. All of the rest of them have a whole crew. The police stop them at the gate.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
To get this stuff, just like he said. And these is delusionary. He was saying an incident at the Soul Train Awards. Like I was telling you about the Soul Train Awards.
I remember that Soul Train.
The Soul Train Awards, we had a briefing at 10 o'clock in the morning.
So this is you and this whole crew?
This is me, Captain Shahid, the FOI, the security for the Soul Train Awards. So they knew that Suge had shenanigans up. So they says, we're not gonna have this. We don't want Suge Knight coming in here with all these people. We wanna do this. We want LAPD, everybody is aware of this, right? So they have a sound check at 2 o'clock. They were supposed to cut. No more than 15 people could come in, right? Captain Shahid called Suge and told Suge, hey Suge, they trying to press you and everybody that's coming in. So get here on time, bruh. Puffy comes at 1:30, bring 22 men. But they let him in, right? Wasn't nobody pressing in. Suge then rolls up. The Soul Train War is already going on. He pulls up him, Hammer, Tupac, and Rick James from my neighborhood. They pull up. Operations from the bottom. All of the rest of them have a whole crew. The police stop them at the gate. And y'all can't come in.
How many how many was with them? Probably like 25, 30?
About 60, 70 dudes.
Dang, 60 or 70 dudes?
Yeah, you got.
Suge comes with 70 deep to come to the Soul Train Music Award.
He comes in there. You got the Nicholson Gardens, they whole crew, the PIRU crew, bunch of everybody from that Nicholson Gardens. They came from the Nicholson Gardens down to Jefferson, and half of them got lost. They hadn't been out the projects in so long. They was all mixed up how to get there. They come more, where the place at? You don't know where USC is, bro? You dig what I'm saying? So when they pulled up, they tell him, man, so Don Cornelius comes out.
He should have known he was going to
So he said, Suge, but now Suge got 100, he done bought 100 tickets. He bought 100 tickets.
Oh, wow.
So he like, man, so he tell me, yeah, okay, but your people got to go through the front. Only you and Pac and Hammer can come through.
Right.
So they announcing the 8 awards. Tupac is now, man, we here. That's everybody. We running up.
That's that night when he was hyped up and everything.
Yeah. So Gene Deal and Puffy was coming out. They was walking down the ramp.
So Gene Deal and Puffy walking down the ramp, and Tupac
and Ray walking up the ramp, trying to get in.
And so they meeting each other.
No, Puffy jumps over the rail and goes between the trucks.
So he running.
He getting out the way
because he saw them coming.
And Gene Deal, he confesses himself when he saw him coming. He backed up against the wall and was just, hey man, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? You know what I'm saying?
Scared him half to death.
So that incident. Reggie Wright wasn't even on the team at that time. That was before we did Reggie didn't come on until Gridlock. So he's lying on Reggie, talking about Reggie talked to the police and Reggie did this. Reggie wasn't even around when that happened.
Around the Soul Train Music Award.
It was not even around when that happened. So now he's lying, he's building stuff up. The truth be told, and I don't tell the truth often.
And I thought him and Reggie was good friends.
So
you thought last time? Go ahead, give it to her.
Last time she thought it was an earthquake. And here you talk about it, he's good friends. They are good friends, but it's a love-hate relationship, So now he's trying to do anything he can to
how did that night end, though? Let's go back, because I don't want to leave that part where they were coming up the rail and they just came on in, of course. We remember that night because I remember him doing the little old he did talk and stuff that night at the Soul Train. Tupac did.
Right.
So they came, but did they leave early? Did they stay?
They after the awards was over, they went and we went to Hollywood somewhere and did what Negroes do.
Yeah, so, So all in all, it was just the way they came. It was a big entrance.
It was a big,
So no altercations. That's what
it was a catastrophe, but not being on time and being on your business. Mm-hmm. And they were starting to block him out of the industry for his shenanigans.
Was it just the way he was when he would show up to places? Would it be because I remember being at the Palms and he came and everybody was whispering. He had this, this facade.
You had this percent. You got to realize he talks about what David Kenner did to him, and he's always the victim. But that's just like having a girlfriend and she left your best friend to be with you. So she gonna leave you to be with somebody else. So David Kenner was Harry O's attorney. He sold Harry O out to get with Suge.
Wow.
So then when he made the money off of Suge, he sold Suge out.
Wow.
So you talk about Reggie crossed you up. Reggie was the police of Compton Police when you hired him. Do you thought he was going to be something other than that?
Wow.
So idiot, don't blame them, blame you. You make bad decisions.
Wow. So when you think about him, there was a lot of stuff that came out in that interview. He talked about the night when Tupac was killed, and he was in the car
making ad libs, and
you seen what he was doing.
Ain't none of that true.
You didn't agree with none of that.
He ain't talked to him, and he mad. You the one bleeding, and I want to walk. And they lay right there on that street when he bust the tires trying to make that turn. His tires when it broke the rim, he ain't went nowhere.
So he couldn't drive after that.
And no, at all. That's all in his brain. He thought he done that, but it didn't. No, none of that happened. He was crying like a sissy in a dick factory.
He was hurt.
No,
he said he still got the bullet in his head.
I guess that's what the lead is affecting his brain. The brain matter is bad, but it's just insulting that this dude would do something like that. And just tell the truth how you got 28 years and destroyed both of your attorneys' careers.
Wow. And it's crazy because he's going podcast crazy right now. He's calling everybody. He's talking from the prison system. And it's like, wow, like I didn't see this Piers Morgan interview coming out like that. And he just, I guess with that platform, he wanted to pour out and give them a lot. He
wouldn't even let the commentator talk. He's just rattling off. He sounds stupid. He sounds like a psycho. It's everybody else's fault. He did this, and the justice system and the prosecutor did this, and he wasn't supposed to have no. Do you know how long Johnny Cochran been dead?
He's been a long time.
And you's talking about what Johnny Cochran said. Nobody give a dang about what Johnny Cochran said. Do your time, clown. You gonna do it too.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.